Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, time for a little odd news. 8:29. Were you letting the cat lick your face a second ago?
No, she didn't lick it. She just sniffed me.
Okay. On the face, though, right?
Well, we were
Okay.
kind of doing the, nose to nose, snuggle a little bit.
And then she went for my coffee cup and tipped it over, and luckily it was empty.
I see that.
Right.
She didn't knock it all the way to the floor, though, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, she was just hoping something would come out that she could drink.
Oh.
All right, yeah, Mooch on the webcam. We got a hello to say?
We do, to Marla Scaly Anderson. She was a family friend, or is a family friend, back in Brush Lake, North Dakota.
There you go.
Another North Dakota person listening today?
All right. That was a secret goal of mine, is to do community radio in Chewelah, Washington, and take over the Dakotas, and it looks like we're well on our way.
And there you go. World domination isn't far away from now.
I plan to take over the world, and I am. No.
One state at a time.
Yeah. We started with North Dakota. We figured it would be the easiest to take over. So far, no one's noticed.
Well, before the oil boom, it might have been per capita. It would have been easier to.
Yeah, now it's a little tougher. They're probably not the least populated now of the lower 48. Actually, I think that went to Wyoming, but with the coal and oil boom in Wyoming, that's probably changed too. So,
probably.
Still Wyoming though, place you don't want to visit.
Really, I've been to this and some nicer places in Wyoming.
It's they're hard to find though. You really, really got to dig.
Well, I always say Washington is like paradise. I love Washington.
Well, the top third of Wyoming is mountainous, kind of like Washington and Montana and Idaho. But then the lower part of it, it's grass fields forever. And someone told us, well, you drive out this one county road and there's this thing called the Natural Bridge, and it's real pretty out there. And we're driving, and all you can see is grass for as far as the eye can see. And finally, we go over a culvert, and I go, ooh, Natural Bridge. And then all of a sudden the road goes like straight down, like you're driving to hell or something. And you end up in like the Garden of Eden with this red rock like Sedona. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh.
And it was like hidden. You could not see it from anywhere. And it was absolutely beautiful. And it was like a county park, and it's called the Natural Bridge.
The Natural Bridge.
Because a bunch of rocks fell over and made a Natural
Bridge.
But yeah, very cool spot just outside of Douglas, Wyoming. There you go. There's one.
Every state has some redeeming quality.
And the
North Dakota's is that our family lives in.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Let's see. I remember swimming and leeches. And that was just part of it.
That was part of
you
it.
were in the lake. You came out. In fact, you were in Brush Lake, and you came out covered in leeches. No big deal. Here's some salt.
Exactly. They'll fall off.
And they always did. So people that are scared of leeches, there's nothing to them.
Exactly.
So, there you go. All right, we should get into our odd news, even though we're odd enough already. What are a few bricks between brothers?
Is this like a knock-knock joke?
or perhaps a few bricks between a brother and a sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be a wall.
If the Durka-Durkistanis have weapons of mass destruction, I'm afraid it could be 9/11 times 1,000.
Jesus, you mean?
Yes, 911,000.
That's what it'd be like if we got into a brick fight. All right. Sorry about that. Well, they're worth a battery of charges for twin brothers, 52-year-olds, after officials say an argument ended with them hurling projectiles at each other, better known as bricks.
I can't imagine hurling a brick at you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe when we were younger.
Let me work on that then.
Okay.
And see if by the end of the show I can get my sister to throw a brick at me. All right. We'll do it live. All right.
Check out the webcam.
Check out the webcam because it's going to hurt. All right. Daytona Beach News Journal reports that Michael and James Ramelius were arguing in front of a yard of their home, one of their homes last week, when Michael first threatened to throw a brick at his brother. According to the police report, Michael Ramelius followed through, striking his brother in the leg and causing a small cut. Then James retaliated with a brick that bloodied and bruised his brother's eye. Both were arrested and charged with aggravated battery with deadly weapons. Because a brick
is a deadly weapon.
It is a deadly weapon.
Okay.
So just, if you're going to throw that brick a little bit later, maybe not do it on the webcam.
Oh, there you
Because
go.
it is a deadly weapon. Then it's just your word against mine.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, she said.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It was my brother, man.
Yeah. All right. So they're charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Both remained in jail on Tuesday. James's bail was $25,000, while Michael's was only $20,000. And yes, they're both still in jail because they can't pay it.
Okay. They put him in separate cells, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're next to each other, so they can still talk.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
Shake it back!
Does that feel good?
Yeah, it rhymes. They're both verbs. It's awesome.
Shake and bake.
So they're still having fun, even though they're in jail.
I'm sure.
All right. Here's a teacher you don't want. Texas A&M professor failed the entire class, calling his students a disgrace to the school in a fiery email that he said had reached because he had reached the breaking point. Professor Erwin Horowitz told students in his strategic management class on the Galveston campus of Texas A&M that enough was enough, and they had lacked the maturity level to enter the workforce. Wow, nice teacher.
Well, yeah, nothing like, empowering your students to do better in the world.
His email said, yesterday I reached the breaking point. I was dealing with cheating, dealing with individuals swearing at me both in and out of class. It got to the point that the school had to put security guards at that class and another one. I think this might be a problem with the teacher.
Yeah, thank you.
What's in this coffee? All right, stunned and shocked, calling the allegations ridiculous. A senior John Shaw said he was worried the move would mess up the job he had lined up for after graduation. While making it clear they respected Horowitz, Dr. Patrick Lucerne, the vice president of academic affairs, said they would not be backing the blanket failures. He said none of them have failed until the end of class, meaning the only reason a student would fail because he or she had not performed the expectations for that particular class. Texas A&M spokesman Shane Hinckley said that no action has been taken regarding Horowitz's employment. Yet. All right, word for the students. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
If you have any poo, fling it now.
They won't believe him. All right. Here, a man in need of a kidney donation is taking his search on the road in an unusual fashion with bright yellow letters taped to the rear window of his SUV.
I need a kidney?
Yes. The message on Neil Reisman's silver blue vehicle reads, "Got kidney? I need one."
I don't think I'm going to be honking on that. Honk if you have a kidney.
All right. It includes a phone number for interested callers. Columbia Dispatch reports a similar message is taped on an SUV belonging to his daughter, who lives not far from her father's home. They took the SUV ad approach after Reisman's relatives were ruled out as donors because of diabetes and other medical reasons. Reisman, a former college president with expertise in written word and in marketing, said, the more front-facing I can get the issue, the greater possibility that someone will be a donor, not only for me, but maybe others. If the sign doesn't work in one way, perhaps it will in another. The connections between kidney patients and their donors are sometimes thin. A friend of a friend from church, an old high school friend reunited, or even a stranger. Robert Peterson Webster, living kidney donor coordinator at Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center, said, I've heard a story about a man standing on an exit ramp with a sandwich board for his wife. That she needed a kidney.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, was he like giving her
Yes.
away?
Free wife.
Daily special. What was that?
Yeah. Free wife. All you need is one brick.
So, why doesn't he just use Facebook like everyone else?
Yeah, that's right. Just put her on Facebook. All right. 60. I wonder if you could do that with an ex-wife. Oh. I have 3. I'm not telling you which one. All right. 67-year-old Reisman says he has heard from a few people, including one offering illegally to sell him an organ.
I would imagine you get all kinds when you're looking for a kidney.
Especially if you put your phone number out there.
Hey, man, I can get you a kidney.
I can get you a kidney.
But
it's on the down low.
Yeah.
I wonder if he turned him in. Just let it go. That's got to be a tough one.
There's no way for a man to die. Yeah, you're right, Ed. A parachute not opening, that's the way to die. Getting caught in the gears of a combine, that's the way I want to go.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find a sound effect for it.
For a kidney.
Yeah, so I just went tacky. So I'm sorry. All right. Israeli police Wednesday released shocking security video of a woman setting a gasoline pump on fire in Jerusalem, allegedly because a man refused to give her a cigarette. That's usually what I do.
I can see that.
You got $5? No, I'm setting this on fire then. Because I don't got $5 till Friday now.
It's like smoke or eat.
Yeah, that's right. That $5 footlong messed everything up. All right. A woman was arrested after the incident Tuesday and denied having set the blaze intentionally. Mickey Rosenfeld, a foreign spokesman for Israeli police forces, said in a statement, a woman approached a man while filling his petrol tank. That's what they call it, petrol.
Okay.
And asked for a cigarette. When he refused to give it to her, she pulled out a lighter from her pocket and ignited his fuel pump.
She needed a cigarette, man.
Wow. The car owner reacted quickly by pulling the pump out of his car, the pump handle, I should say, and that was on fire and got it out of his tank, and then he fled the gas station. He ran away.
I would too. There's a crazy woman trying to burn me up.
That's right.
I wonder if it was an ex-wife.
It's one of my ex-wives. Just ignore it. Car owner reacted quickly, and petrol station workers extinguished the then fire. So it's okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's, nicotine addictions.
Yeah.
They can make crazy.
It makes you cranky.
Crazy.
Never deny someone a cigarette.
Crazy.
Especially if you have one in your pocket. Don't say no. Could be a problem. Mm-hmm. So just a statement about the woman, I guess.
You are arrogant, hot-tempered, entirely too bold. I like that.
That might be Scott's application for next wife.
Wife number 4. You win. Ding, ding. Got a brick? All right, because you're going to want to throw one at me. All right, early Wednesday in Scotland, police made an interesting caller after they were called out onto a busy highway due to a dog driving a tractor. You don't expect that in North Dakota, not Scotland.
Right.
All right. Traffic traffic monitor in Scotland said the mutt caused long traffic delays as he merrily made his way down the highway just south of the capital, Edinburgh. Before he crashed into a median. Reporting the delays on the Twitter feed, transport body Traffic Scotland said it was not joking about their cause, adding that the farmer and the police were at the scene, and it was a rough time. And they spelled that R-U-F-F, by the way.
Oh, cute, cute, cute.
The canine culprit was named Dawn. Yeah, not an original name for your dog. What's your dog's name? Dawn. Yeah. According to Scottish television, farmer Tom Hamilton told the station that his 4.5-year-old sheepdog had jumped on the mini tractor while he was busy tending to a lamb in the field next to the highway. He said, I had not put on the brake on the tractor, and when I turned around, I got a fright as the vehicle was careening down the hill, through the gate, and onto the road. Dawn was just fine, though. Didn't bark at all during the incident. That'd been funny if he'd been barking at cars passing by. All right.
I've got this visual of the dog, cigarette in his hand.
That he took from that lady. Yeah.
Just going for a stroll.
Got a tractor.
Who let the dogs out?
Woo, woo, woo. All right. And he was singing that song to his poodle friend. She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Oh, yeah.
The tweets on social media caused a big storm of dog-related puns in response, right?
I'm sure.
Yes.
We were having fun with
That's
it.
right.
I imagine everybody did.
Picture it now. It's Scooby-Doo. All right, I think this is the last one. Oh, yes, it's another animal story. U.S. Marshals are trying to catch up with a cocaine smuggling suspect who slipped away from house arrest in Virginia by putting his GPS monitor on his cat.
Mooch, here, kitty.
Kitty. I'm so out of here. All I need is a brick and a cat. All right, I don't know why I keep tying everything back to the brick in the first story, but it's working.
It is.
All right, the man identified as Diego Martinez Espinoza, a Mexican national who is 25 and was in the country illegally, is believed to have fled Virginia and perhaps the United States. Espinoza disappeared around March 1st as he was on house arrest in Highland Springs, Virginia, awaiting trial on charges of possessions of more than 40 pounds of cocaine with the intent to distribute. Holy smokes.
That's a lot of cocaine.
Wow. Espinoza was shackled to a GPS monitor, which duly kept pinging his presence at home, or so the Henrico County authorities thought. On March 2nd, the tracker ran out of power. According to the complaint, when the landlord went to check on Espinoza, he was nowhere to be found, but his cat was there, wearing the GPS unit.
Wouldn't you think it a little odd? Well, maybe they don't monitor it that closely, but, he hasn't left his apartment in 2 months.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, he was very clever about this. The DA said Espinoza was able to snooker authorities by training them.
Training them?
Over several weeks. Yes, he actually trained the DEA. Wow. All it takes is a brick. Numerous times throughout February, his tracker pinged that it had been tampered with. But each time authorities checked up on him, Espinoza was there as he was supposed to be, and the tracker was in place. This led them to a belief that, on part of the person assigned to monitor Espinoza, that the GPS unit was malfunctioning, and the court even ordered him a replacement. So when the replacement unit ran out of power on March 1st, his monitors didn't immediately go to check on him. They were so used to problems. Investigators said in court documents that Martina Espinón is known to have associates in North Carolina, including a girlfriend, but they haven't been able to find him for the last month and a half. However, the cat remains in custody.
Well, the guy is smart enough to go through all of that. I mean, plan it meticulously on how to get his tracker off, but he wasn't smart enough not to get caught with 40 pounds of cocaine.
Yeah, but he was able to disappear.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty amazing.
I can avoid being seen if I wish, but to disappear entirely, that is a rare gift.
All right, there you go. That is your odd news for
Wednesday.
All right. Clearly, we need to set some rules. Rule number 1. You will not touch anything.
What about the floor?
Yes, you may touch the floor.
What about the air?
Yes, you may touch the air.
What about this?
Okay, rule number 2, you will not bother me while I'm working. Rule number 3, you will not cry, or whine, or laugh, or giggle, or sneeze, or burp, or fart.